Yirmiyahu Chapter begins Bereshit Mamlechet Yoyachin ben Yoshiyahu. In the beginning of the reign of Yoyakim, the son of Yoshiyahu, Melech Yehuda, the king of Yehuda, Haya Davar Hazeh Me'et Hashem Lemor. This thing was from Hashem saying. So we just left off with the death of Yoshiyahu, the horrible, tragic death of Josiah on our chart, who was the righteous king, who was the son of a wicked king Ammon, the grandson of Manasseh. But he was righteous, he led a great tshuva movement, but he was killed by Paro Necho in the valley of Megiddo. And so when he died, Yoachaz takes over for a few months. Yoachaz is quickly killed by, imprisoned and then killed by Paro Necho. And then Yoyakim, the second son of Yoshiyahu, is going to take over. So he's the second in line, and Yoyakim, we're going to see, is not going to at all be the righteous king that his father Yoshiyahu was. And so now Yirmiyahu is going to give his first prophecy, where he becomes really prominent. In the beginning of the kingdom of Yoyakim ben Yoshiyahu, this prophecy say. And what the content? Ko amar Hashem. Hashem says, Amod b'chatzar beit Hashem. Sit in the courtyard of the house of God. So he's telling him that you have to sit in the courtyard of the Beit HaMikdash when he gives this prophecy. So this is no longer Yirmiyahu speaking to some random people. This is Yirmiyahu who is actively challenging the king Yoyakim in the Beit HaMikdash in public. V'dibarta al kol arei Yehuda habayim lishtachavot Beit Hashem. He's supposed to speak to all the people from the seed of Yehuda who are coming to bow down to Hashem. Eit kol advarim asher tiviticha l'daber aleihem. Al tigra davar. Speak all the words which we're going to see later in the next video that he's commanded to speak. Don't leave out anything. So he's going to give a prophecy in the Beit HaMikdash, in public, against Yoyakim, against the people in the Beit Hashem, in public. Ulai yishma'u v'yashuvu, because maybe they'll hear and they'll return, they'll do tshuva. Ish midarcho ra'ah, each one will return from their bad derech, their bad way. V'nichamti al ra'ah asher anochi choshev la'asot la'am b'bnei ro'am alechem. Hashem says, I can still change my mind. I don't have to give the bad that I'm telling you. If they do tshuva, as the chomer b'yad yotzer, like the potter in the hand of the clay, the pottery in the hands of the potter, I can change the clay, I can fashion it differently if they would only still do teshuvah. V'amarta aleim, and what should you say? Ko amar Hashem, thus said Hashem, Im lo tishmu elai, lelecha b'torati, asher natati lifnechem. If you don't listen to me to follow my Torah that I'm giving to you, lishma al divrei avadai nevi'im, to listen to my servant, the Nevi'im, namely Yirmiyahu himself. If you don't listen to the Torah, if you don't follow the Torah, so if you don't follow the Torah, and you don't listen to the words of the prophets, that Asher Anochi Sholeach Alechem, that I am sending to you these prophets for a reason. V'ashkem v'shalach v'lo shematem, I sent them, but you didn't listen. V'asati et habayit hazeh k'Shiloh. He's in the Beit Hashem. He's saying this bayit will become like Shiloh. Shiloh is a very important place. Shiloh with the site of the Mishkan, Shiloh, where the Mishkan stood for longer than any other place. Shiloh was eventually destroyed. We don't have an account in the Tanakh when it's destroyed, but we know that the Mishkan moves. So we know Shiloh is no more. And Yirmiyahu says, you want proof that the Beit HaMikdash will be destroyed? You think that the house of God can't be destroyed? I already destroyed the house of God. I destroyed the Mishkan in Shiloh. I can destroy the Beit HaMikdash as well. I'll make this city into a curse word for all the nations of the world. And here is a picture of what Shiloh looks like. I made Shiloh, and we will be able to see this slide in a moment. And I will just pause for a moment. Now to be continued. Here is a picture of Tel Shiloh. And this is all that remains of Tel Shiloh, which is located in Shiloh. And they think that this little plateau over here was where the Mishkan might have stood. And you'll notice there's not much here. There's broken rocks. There's ruins. Mishkan Shiloh was destroyed. And Hashem is telling them, and Hashem is telling Yirmiyahu to tell them, in the Beit HaMikdash, that if you don't listen to me, then this can also be destroyed just like Shiloh was destroyed. And we will continue this. This is one account of the prophecy, and you'll see in a moment, obviously people aren't going to be happy by what Yirmiyahu said. We're going to give a second account. This is the account from chapter 26 of Yirmiyahu. We're going to give a second account of the prophecy from chapter 7 of Yirmiyahu, to be continued next video.